Kia ora Canterbury and welcome to Canterbury Live on the 17th of June, and a big shout out to those that are watching online at the moment. You could be in Sydney, 8 o'clock in the morning, or over in London, 11 o'clock the night before, however that works anyway. But thank you so much for joining us. It is very brisk today, bit of natural Botox, ladies. You can step outside, it's all for free. How's that? Rightio, giveaways. Speaking of the cold, Disney on Ice are heading Christchurch. Disney on Ice presents Dare to Dream. Join your favourite Disney princesses and heroic princes in a classic meets contemporary celebration of 75 years of Disney princess stories. Disney on Ice presents Dare to Dream at the Christchurch Horncastle Arena from the 7th to the 9th of August. Tickets available from Ticketek. Rightio, you could take your little prince or princess to Disney on Ice, courtesy of the team from Disney. We'll find out how you can do that in just a minute. But remembering, though, this month is Matariki, and we have a beautiful painting with that theme from Ira Mitchell-Cook that could be yours for your business or your home. To win any of these, so the painting or the tickets, all you need to do is call through on 3777033 or go to our Facebook page. Make sure you like us, leave your details, and we could be giving you those wonderful tickets or that beautiful painting. It's as simple as that. Glam, glam, glam today. We have Diane from Retropolitan here with some wonderful winter warmers, and it's time to go to the theatre. Yes, Elmwood Players with a wonderful play, The Proof. So I look forward to hearing about that at the end of the show. And Anne Stone is here, yes, and she's giving you some more style tips. And speaking of style, now, the makeup industry is a billion-dollar industry. Yes, it is. Whether you want to love it or hate it, it is here to stay. But there is something quite special about being a makeup professional, and you need the best. And we're very fortunate in Christchurch because we have the best of the best school, Kristen Stewart School of Makeup. And joining me now is a lady herself. Kristen, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good, good, good. And beside her partner in crime, of course, Claire Randall, because you need one of those, don't you?
Yes, very much so.
Now, you have been, it sounds a bit silly, but you've been around the block for quite a while here.
Yes, I started makeup over 20 years ago now.
Oh, geez, they're frightening to say that out loud. And things have changed though, thank God.
Yeah, they
with
have.
makeup, haven't they?
Yeah, it's way different from when I started out, even just the products and stuff that you can get today. I mean, there was nothing like that when I started, let alone even knowing what a makeup artist was. So.
But the training is the big instrumental thing, is though there is a real cry for the professional in the industry because there is so many different demands, especially with television, HD quality and all that happening. Claire, what makes Kristen Stewart so different to other schools in the world, do you think?
Well, why I chose to go there was Kristen with all of her connections in the fashion industry. And yeah, just her and her name. And the way you teach it.
All jokes aside though, it is a big thing though when you're making that choice, especially being in the industry and then you come from quite an esteemed family as far as the fashion industry. Why would you even worry about anyone else?
Yeah, and also we're different from any other school throughout Australasia. We study only fashion photographic, which most other schools do stage and special effects. So we've definitely fine-tuned ours to be a specific type of school. So.
Well, we have some photos here of some of your students' work, which is very cool indeed, because they just look absolutely divine. And funny enough, the photo, the makeup just pops, and that's a thing you look at more so than model, which is obviously what you're trying to get at. So we'll just flick through these and talk about the short courses that you've got available for Pro Basics. Who is this course for?
Well, it's for people who are not sure if they want to get into makeup, so it's sort of really good for a weekend, it's a weekend course, so that's an introduction. Or else if they don't have time to do the one of our main courses, then it's just a good starter, and then they can sort of feel it out. And also teenagers can do that course, whereas our main courses are not for 18 years and up.
Right.
So it's good for them to start if they want to.
And Claire, could I just put it out there for a woman that, you know, she's been wearing makeup always, but doesn't know the tips and the tricks? Wouldn't that be a good course for her to go on?
Absolutely, yeah. We go right through the basics into wedding makeup, smoky eyes, things like that. Just the start of makeup artistry. Yeah.
Rightio. And you actually have parties as well. You can get the girls together, which I think is just too cool.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's you can get up to 10 girls together, and we supply bubbles and nibbles, and it's just 2 hours or 2.5 hours of lots of fun. Just learning how tips and tricks for yourself, which is nice for people who don't actually know how to apply their own makeup. And we do one-on-one sessions for people who want to just learn it for themselves, not learning how to apply it on other people.
Right. Well, that's also one-on-one could be quite good, especially we see going back to basics, didn't you, Claire?
Yeah,
and with the smoky eye, those classic cliche throwaway lines. Oh, the smoky eye. Well, how's the smoky eye? How do I achieve a smoky eye from day to day? So how do we make it happen then, Kristen? Because I love how you're giving the pro basics to see if it's actually for you. Yeah. But how do we actually make it happen?
Yes. Well, you can get in touch with us either via our website or obviously by the telephone or email, and we make an appointment that suits you, and our pro basics are set on sort of specific weekends. But yeah, they're one-on-ones. We can take you whenever suits Claire and the individual. Yeah. And
what a great investment, Claire, for yourself in the industry, because unfortunately we're just human, but we all judge that first impression by the way people look.
Absolutely.
We get to know how wonderful they are later. But it is that first impression, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And
it's just giving ladies the confidence to know what they're doing and get that look. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And it is the confidence, and you're giving the opportunity to women out there and to the men, because there is male makeup artists. It's not just all about the ladies, it's about the men as well.
Yeah, well, makeup artists only used to be men. There were very, very few women. So if you look back at the first sort of Max Factor and stuff, they were the original makeup artists. So definitely we've had men through the course, and we would definitely like to have more, because they are amazing. They see women in a different light, and they usually really great artists.
Good on you. Yeah. Hey, thanks so much for joining us today. I'm sure this is not the last time we'll see you. But great to get you back before Cup Week and that, to give us some tips and things. It'd be cool, wouldn't it?
Love that.
Rightio, now stay with us, because after the break, Glamour Puss herself, yes, Anne Stone is here, and Diane from Metropolitan with some winter warmers. See you soon. We're busy doing girly stuff, like Anne's got a new handbag and I'm just admiring it, la 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 la. But we've got to do telly now and talk about serious stuff. Handbags are serious, actually. We're going to get to that in a minute.
Sure.
Now, we're going to talk today about some style tips that can be economical, but investments to be stylish, which I quite like.
Absolutely.
And one investment, though, is looking after the eyebrows.
Eyebrows are everything, and I think people need to realise that a filled-in brow will give you a very styled look. Okay, and so you can do this with a matte, not a shiny eyeshadow, and you need to choose a colour that's as close to your natural hair colour. Okay.
Right, so there we go there.
Yeah. So it's just a very filled-in brow. So you use a angled brush and you just put a little bit on your brush and then just follow the hairline. Now, a lot of ladies actually lose their eyebrows as they're getting a little bit older. There's a fabulous product on the market called Extend Brow.
I've heard about this,
And there's also Revita Brow, and what it does is it stimulates the hair growth and gets your eyebrows back.
And you can even buy now shapes now, can't you? Like templates you can actually put onto your eyebrows.
You see, see how there's this nice, beautiful, smooth line? There's no comma. So the commas, if you can just imagine what a comma looks like, it's that little wee bubble in the front and then a flick. Whereas the brow is supposed to just smooth right over and taper off at the end.
I love it. Now, investment buy.
Yes.
And I'm going to take the mickey out of you, because I can, because we're friends. But you said, oh, my Louis Vuitton just fell apart. Now I had to get another handbag.
Exactly. A handbag is everything.
But an investment buy, a Louis Vuitton, is definitely investment.
That's exactly right. And I know, they are quite pricey, but look, we worked it out, and it's actually not that bad when you look. I've had that handbag for almost 5 years.
Wow, that is a long time.
That's a long time to have one handbag and to use it every day and to put so much stuff in it. You know how big that handbag is.
I know, it was massive.
Exactly.
You could put a small child in your handbag.
That's exactly right.
So an investment, as long as it is a classic investment that will last. So there we are there. We've got, I think it is a Louis Vuitton, actually, that one there. That's a bit stunning, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Do you know, a handbag can really change your outfit. You could have just a very casual pair of jeans, a nice big sweater, put on a gorgeous handbag with your outfit, and you are just ready to go.
And then we have Chanel.
Oh,
And that just,
look.
yeah, Chanel
You know,
is just quality.
These big brands, their quality, they really do have a signature look about them. But you know what? You could pick up a fantastic handbag from the likes of Max Fashions as well, or Witchery. I really like shopping at Witchery for handbags.
It's good, and it's also very affordable as well.
Yes.
We're going to have to rock through these. Okay, nails. Ladies,
Nails.
you need to look after your nails.
Yes, look at your pretty nails.
Oh, thanks, love.
Yeah, well, I've just gone nude this week, just so they're, you know, just an extension of my hands. And the thing is, look at this. Beautiful. This is a shellac. You can have gel on your nails as well. What it does is it makes the nail look, I guess, built up, but nice and shiny and healthy. But having good, manicured, cared for natural nails is really gorgeous as well. You know, you can put on some oil around the cuticles at night and just rub it in when you're in bed, and you know, it's just to get the nourishment. But looking after your hands is really important.
It is. Buy what works for you. I like this.
Yes. Yeah.
Obviously, this lady didn't think about it before she actually.
Well, it's not quite working for us.
No,
you know?
it's not, love. Unless
know-
she's going to dress up. It could be a Rocky Horror theme,
That's
maybe.
pretty gorgeous. You know what? Supportive little tops work so much better in
Yeah.
that situation.
But I guess coming back to us now, though, is that buying, just because it is fashion, doesn't
Yeah.
mean that you can buy it or wear it for you.
Oh, absolutely. Don't just follow the trends. Be aware of the trends, but you know, really think about your own body shape and your colour and your style and your personality. There's so many things to consider.
Okay, one buy this week. We're going to go out there and buy one thing this week. What is it before we go?
Oh, seriously, think a bright popping coat.
Like that one?
Hello,
Isn't it gorgeous?
Well,
That's
it's
the
just
poncho,
colour.
it's beautiful.
This is one of the ponchos, yeah, with the beautiful lining. But a coat that just you can pop on, you just feel absolutely sensational. It doesn't matter what you've got on really underneath, but your coat will just create a statement. So real statement buy for the week.
Okay, colour, colour, colour. Thanks, Ange. Always a pleasure. And now, winter warmers with Diane Ramsey from Metropolitan. Well, we talked about how cold it is today, and thank goodness we have Diane Ramsey here from Metropolitan with some winter warmers, which we well and truly need.
Hi, I've brought in, always think of bed and electric blankets and hotties, and I bought this lovely cover. I have quite a few of these beautiful handmade. This happens to be a new one, but you can get the second-hand ones, and I've got cot size, and for those who like to put them over their knees.
The old knee rug.
I've got the knee
So this
rugs.
is brand new, Diane.
This is brand new, don't quote the price.
No, because it's frightening. It is so reasonable. The price there, it's $48 it's got down there for the price of it, but look at that work that's gone into it.
Yes, it's very lovely.
It's incredible.
It's very lovely. I was just lucky with my source that I can offer things at that price.
Yeah.
But of course we can't go out wrapped in that, and I've already been, when I've been with you, I've shown you ponchos and I've shown you gloves, so I thought I'd bring a few of the little accessories. We're supposed to lose 80% of our body heat through the head. I don't know if it's true, but that's a little hand crocheted cloche with the little flower on the side.
Isn't it lovely?
And here's a beautiful hand knit and a very skillful piece of knitting if you see all this.
Okay, just hold it there, just for
Sorry.
Alex there, 'cause he's quite fond of his old beanies. He quite like.
Yes,
Might be admiring one just
almost
quietly.
a beret, but some
Yeah.
gorgeous beanies here, and all new wool and all hand knitted, and not one of them over 20. And then I've got scarves, and I've only brought one cheerful, rather old-fashioned sort of scarf, with a lovely old picture of a Viking on it with Bruce. Oh no,
Bruce.
so to be Scottish
Brucey?
wool.
Oh.
Is Scottish, I suppose.
I won't quiz you on what tartan it is,
I think
though.
there were Bruce Woolen Mills. Well, I think that might be the Royal Stewart.
Oh, really?
But look, you'll have outraged people ringing in. I may not be right.
That's
but
okay,
it's
we don't
very
mind a bit of
popular
outrage,
one.
that's okay.
And of course, I've got the head warmers for gentlemen, and that's a lovely warm.
Can you
some
turn it
people
inside out? Show us the inside, though, the lining. Look at that. I mean,
Yes,
it's the
very
quality,
hard
isn't
to
it?
get them in a decent condition, and so this one's actually a new one, made in China, but you wouldn't pick it. The thing is, if you get a
Seriously, love,
second-hand
most
one,
things are made in China. I mean, yeah.
but if you get a second-hand one, which was made of Harris tweed, etc., it will have so much brill cream, hair oil, and the accumulated debris of years, so the new ones are rather good.
Brill
And
cream, love it.
berets, of course.
Oh, Frank Spencer. That's a huge beret, though, isn't it? Put it. You've got to put it on, Diane.
And
Go on.
it's a Kangol,
Yeah.
which is an English one with a pure virgin wool. I'm not sure how you tell the virgin wool from the other sort.
Oh, you look too gorgeous.
No, that's not quite
Oh my
right, is
goodness.
it?
Well, no, you need to hit a cafe looking just divine. Love the colour as well. It's really nice.
Good. Camel, the classic camel. And then I've got the little fake fur collars, which look lovely on a jumper or on a coat.
Just hold it there. Can you put it back there? Look how the outfit's changed just by... Oh, watch out for your mic there, though.
Oh.
God, Gordon will have your guts for garters. But that is just lovely, isn't it? Oh, I like
Yes.
this one, though.
And that's a fake fur as well, so you don't need to have any compunction. Mind you, I must confess that I do have real furs, including a fox, which is pretty gross.
Someone throw
and
some paint at you.
talking of neck warmers, these are little tippets. Now, a lot of older viewers will be very familiar with these, and they've got a little loop knitted into them, and you put them round your neck, single or double, and then you put it through the little loop. And it was to fill in the neck of a jumper, a V-neck jumper or a little coat. And a woman came from the west coast,
Yeah.
from Shantytown,
Right.
and she said that the coal miners all used to wear these. Of course, I don't suppose they had mauve ones.
No, well, they could.
But
Could be
of course-
metrosexual miners.
They, 100 years ago, they had collarless shirts
Right.
and tweed jackets, of course, no polar fleece or whatever. So they had these coal miners' scarves, and I tell you, they're beautifully, beautifully
Do you know why I'm
woven.
smiling? Because we can hardly hear you, love. So take the neck off there.
I'm muffling the microphone.
You are. Gordon's having a terrible time in there. He's losing hair by the minute, lovely. He's
I'm
pulling it
sorry.
out.
Well,
Right.
there you are. Coal miner scarves in a practical colour. But a
Okay.
lot of the young women come in and they use them as headbands
Oh,
to
yes.
keep their ears warm for
Good
skiing.
for skiing. Right, now, tell us about your brochure
Right.
before we go any further. Yep.
This is just hot off the press. It's an antique trail.
Right.
And because I went round and talked to everybody, I didn't do all the hard work. Vicky from Fairy Antiques did the fabulous set out and arranged the printing and the everything. But I've started with me on Fitzgerald, and then you go round the corner into Ferry Road and you wend your way through all these wonderful places till you end up at the tannery with your antiquarian books and Portobello antiques with coffee on the way. And
Great.
then when you turn over the back, other parts of town are featured, and they're all fantastic shops.
Good on you, Diane. Keep warm today, and if you want more information, just head along to Metropolitan and say hello to Diane. It's as simple as that, and we can spot her car now. It's very cool indeed, and it's back on the road. Yay! Thanks, Diane. Now,
Thank
after
you.
the break, we head to the theatre with Elmwood Players.
Make me crazy, 'cause they make me crazy.
Yes, wow, Niles did say it very well, crazy, because it's all a bit crazy in The Proof that is being performed by the Elmwood Players, and I'm joined by, first time, yes, he's a bit of a virgin to the whole directing game, is
Yes.
Sam Primrose. Welcome to Canterbury Live. Next to him, the lead actress, Catherine, but played Lisa Hall, and Cameron Merritt, who's playing Hal. So welcome to Canterbury Live. And of course, today we're talking about The Proof, and no problem, or no pressure, I should say, 2001 Pulitzer Prize winner, book winner, but also it won a Tony Award.
For Best Drama, yes.
Crikey, mate, you could have done maybe, I don't know, The Wolf, I don't know, the Three Little Pigs or something like that for your first play, but you've gone right in there, haven't you, to the big guns?
We have. Well, this is the fun stuff is in this one.
So why this play then?
Well, it's just I liked this play. I saw this once in Dunedin at the Globe Theatre in Dunedin, and I thought I wanted to see this in Christchurch. And the only way to get this to Christchurch was to direct it myself.
Crikey, that's it, you grabbed it by both horns. So tell us about the story, the play.
Well, it's about Catherine, the daughter of a brilliant mathematician, who struggled with mental instability. And Catherine's obviously inherited some of her father's genius, but the question is if she's inherited some of his madness as well. And it's that struggle between the fine line between madness and genius, and with romance thrown in.
Oh, you always need a bit of romance, don't you?
It's a lovely play.
So Lisa, for you, how was it that you could actually get into this character? Did you have to do anything extracurricular to get you a little bit crazy or genius, or are you just naturally like that anyway?
I wouldn't like to say I'm naturally like that anyway, but I am kind of studying maths at the moment, so I do have a little bit of background in that area.
Okay.
I found I kind of came across parts of the character by accident. A few of my friends at the moment were going through some interesting mental times, so it was kind of a quite interesting way to learn about maybe what Catherine as a character was going through. Not an easy way to learn it, but it was very interesting to try and incorporate some of my friends' struggles into my own character. So
great. There's some natural muses around you of sorts. And for you, Cameron, the love interest, tell us about your role.
Well, I play a character called Hal. He was a student of Robert's, and he's been going through Robert's works after his death, and he's ends up sort of just getting to know Catherine a bit, and he is, as you said, the love interest. Unfortunately, it's not the best of times to be having a love interest right after your father's funeral. And
well, I don't know about that. Apparently, it's quite a good way to pick up at a funeral. Just I'm just putting it out there. Apparently, when everyone's feeling a little, yeah. Just putting it out there to those that are looking for a bit of love. It could be a funeral, it could be the next place you find your love interest. Now, for you though, Sam, did you have some help? You're saying, we joked about it, that it's your first directing role, but that is a huge thing. Everyone looks to you.
Yes.
At the end of the day.
Well, I was very lucky that I have a great production manager and stage manager behind me, but I also had a directing mentor, Brian Aitken, who used to be the associate director of the Court Theatre and one of the Court Theatre's founding company members, and he came along to a couple of rehearsals, and he's been acting as a mentor for me, which has been wonderful. I mean, he's pretty great.
Oh yeah, he's a genius. He is a genius actually, as far as theatre. There you go. You could tap into a bit about that.
So I wasn't entirely on my own, no.
Yeah. Tell us about the venue though, because you've been there for over 20 years.
Yes. Well, this is the 20th year. December this year, that Elmwood will have been in their current venue. Elmwood players have been around for 60-something years, but they entered into this partnership with Elmwood Normal School 20 years ago, and it's still going strong, just in Merivale there.
Did you say Elmwood Normal School?
Yes.
Which is a bit ironic when you're talking about the mathematician being a genius and then also a mental state. So there we go. It's a bit ironic. But anyway, and so we've got some images there of the rehearsal.
Yes.
Was it just cold love, or is that what you're wearing in the... There, you've got your jacket on, you've got your beanie on.
Yeah, it was very cold.
Oh my goodness. And there goes the love interest.
That's lovely.
That is, yeah, it's very nice, isn't it? Now, to buy tickets, all we need to do is go through to the Elmwood Players website, don't we? Is that where we can purchase their tickets?
That's right, yes. That's the elmwood-players.org.nz. And you can reserve them online and buy them when you show up. It
is a user-friendly website, isn't it, that you've got, so it can make it all easy. Yeah. Okay. What is the one big lesson, I'll go through, that you've learnt from this play then?
Oh dear.
Going forth.
The big lesson is it's okay to be a little bit crazy sometimes.
Love that. We can all use that line. It's okay to be a little bit crazy. I love it. Rightio. And thanks to the crazy cats over here, we have some tickets to give away to the wonderful The Proof. And so if you'd like to win those, all you need to do is call through on 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page. Make sure you like us and leave your details, and you could be the lucky ones to go along. If you miss out, don't worry, because you can purchase a ticket online. All the very best for you. I hope the season continues as successful as it has been, and look forward to your next directing role.
Thank you.
Maybe it's a little bit more, easy going next time.
Light-hearted.
Yeah. Light-hearted, Oklahoma or something like that. I don't know. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.